huge disclaimer before we start. I don't want to make you sit through this and waste your time. So this is strictly for people that are looking for their first YouTube camera. This is not going to be for an expert or anyone that is trying to get a thorough review of the Panasonic G7. Again, this is a disclaimer. I am new to videography. I'm new to video editing. So if you're like me and you're trying to start a YouTube channel and you're looking for your first YouTube camera, then this is going to be something maybe you can watch and view for yourself the quality of the camera. Thank you. This is the Panasonic G7. If you're like me, you're probably looking at affordable mid-range cameras before you take that leap and spend $2,000 to $3,000 on a video camera. I am right now recording this video on the iPhone 6s Plus, shooting in 4K. And that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to pick up this camera. Things that I like about it, it shoots in 4K. Limitations are that it can only shoot 4K for 30 minutes. Although I haven't ran into issues of overheating. After you surpass that 30-minute mark, you can go ahead and press record again and you get another 30 minutes. I'm not sure why they added this. I guess they added this because of overheating issues shooting in 4K. But yeah, like I said, it has 4K. It also has a screen. If you're a one-person shooter like myself, I have no one else controlling the camera. So because I'm shooting right now on an iPhone 6s Plus, I'm not really sure if I'm in frame or if I'm really focused good, but I'm hoping I am. So with this camera, it does have an articulating screen which allows you to see yourself when you're shooting. It also has a microphone input and a cold shoe. So I thought these were great features for starting my channel or growing my channel with this camera because of that. Right now I have an external microphone connected to the MacBook Pro. So in post, I'm gonna have to combine the video and the audio, which could be a pain, but it all depends on your editing skills. With this camera, I'm hoping to get a shotgun external microphone connected to the mic input here on the camera and just shoot that way. Hopefully I get good quality sound. The Panasonic G7 also has an electronic viewfinder. So if you're shooting outdoors and the screen isn't bright enough because of the sun, you can always shoot with the electronic viewfinder. So it has a sensor. It picks up your face when it's close to the camera, and it turns on the electronic viewfinder, turns off the main screen, which is good for battery preservation. It does have the micro four thirds lens. If you're new to cameras, this is just the type of lens that this camera is going to use, which, comparing it to other lenses, I find that the micro four third lenses are a little bit cheaper than, let's say, an E-mount type lens for the Sony A-series cameras. So those were the things that attracted me to the camera, things that I previously mentioned. Now, upon receiving the camera, unboxing it, and playing around with it for about a week now, I've noticed no matter what setting or what I do, because like I said, I'm a one-person shooter, I don't have a second person to help me make sure that I'm in focus. I rely a lot on the autofocus and auto tracking of a camera. Right now the iPhone does a pretty good job in focusing in my face and keeping me in focus while I shoot video, especially if I'm outdoors. I do plan on shooting a little bit of vlogs here and there, so that was something very important to me. I've noticed that with the Panasonic G7, I tend to stay out of focus, or it takes a little bit longer to get me into focus if I walk into a different room and the lighting's a little bit different. The auto settings are going to take a little bit to kick in, and so I tend to be out of focus for the first few seconds. So that's an issue for me. Another issue, if you're someone that's new to videography like myself, the menu system in here could be a little bit intimidating, but the good thing about it, the UI, the user interface on the camera, it is a touchscreen enabled, so it's pretty easy to navigate. Kind of hard to understand if you don't know about video production like myself. So that's just a quick overview and first impressions of the camera. What I'm gonna do now is kind of pan around my apartment and show you the focusing if left in auto. And because I'm new to videography, I'm not 100% capable of doing manual focus and stuff like that. So the video that you're gonna see now will be shot with autofocus and everything auto on. Alright, so this is a Panasonic G7 with the internal microphone that it comes with. Like I said before, you can attach a external microphone because it does have a microphone jack, but this is what it sounds like if you are starting your channel and you can't afford the microphone when you purchase the camera. This is the kind of audio that you're going to be getting. I'm going to pan around to a couple of items and see how quick it takes to focus. Again, this is assuming that you are new to video and you don't know how to do or operate the manual focus like myself, and you're depending on the autofocus until you learn. This is what your videos are going to look like. See if we can pick up the so this was a quick test on the Panasonic G7, its camera, its microphone. Hopefully I've provided enough information to help your decision.